They are not doing any favor to Mr. President because this will have political consequences.
Tinubu is being threatened by many socio-political associations from the north, the Northern Elders Forum, and many others, even Senator Ndume from Borno State. They are all threatening him, warning of consequences in 2027 that they will not vote for him if he refuses to heed their advice. Before we see their requests, there's a huge joke, or is it delusion? They are thinking that they are the ones that voted for him and put him in power. Where do we even start? Let's start from the beginning. When Tinubu said, "It is my turn and it is Yoruba's turn to produce the president," why did he say it? It was because Buhari wasn't backing him at the time. He has seen the friction, the cold shoulder. So he had to play to the gallery. He had to play to emotions of the people, especially his base. That's why after he said, "It is my turn," he ended it with "It is Yoruba's turn," to make people feel, yes, you have to support your own brother. We are the same thing. Support me. I will go for the presidency. It is our turn to produce the president. The same way he did that, the same way he used the Muslim ticket to bamboozle people who feel that it is only someone of the same religion that they can vote for, that they will never vote for any person of another religion. Tinubu didn't stop at that. He also made it clear how he made Buhari president, how Buhari cried and said that he is no longer contesting, that people don't want to vote for him, and how he promised him that they will canvass for votes for him in the southwest. With the votes from southwest, he will add it to the ones he will get from the north and probably win the election, which he eventually did. Why Tinubu said all this in public was because he saw the handwriting on the wall that he wasn't the preferred candidate of Buhari and the APC. But eventually his tactics worked. Some northerners started feeling guilty. They say, after all, this man supported us when we wanted Buhari to get to power. Let's support him so that they will return the favor again when it's the time for the North to produce the president. So basically, he blackmailed them, revealed a lot of secrets, and they agreed that yes, we should support someone who has the money. Of course, he brought out that money in millions of dollars to buy delegates during the APC primaries. And he won the primaries and was declared winner. Now to the elections proper. Forget all the narrative that PDP would have won the election if they had stuck together instead of dividing into three: NNPP, PDP and Labour Party. Even if they did, the same magic would have happened. We would have heard the same abracadabra from the Supreme Court and the same INEC magic. Besides, Labour Party won it alone. That was why they shut down the IRF, because they saw the huge numbers coming in. They said, no, if you allow these people to upload all the results, they will defeat everyone. A movement that started just a few months before the election. So the people that put Tinubu there are the Supreme Court justices and other appeal court justices, plus the INEC chairman Mahmood Yakubu. The precedents set by the courts in this election cycle will haunt Nigeria in future elections. These northerners, these men that are criticizing Tinubu and giving conditions today, they feel, they are the ones that benefited from the fraud. After all, they supported Tinubu, that in their own time, they will still benefit from it. The problem is they don't realize that anybody can do it, not just Tinubu. Once you have money, enough money to buy anyone you want, you can buy the whole system and get to power like he did. Yes, another person with even more financial power than Tinubu can do it in the future. Why do people think Wike is fighting hard in River State? It's because he wants the financial war chest for a fight tomorrow. Who knows what will happen? The template is already there, set by Tinubu. The money he has been making from Lagos State since he left office, all the money he used that to buy whoever can block his way. So when others are talking about the Supreme Court abracadabra, how they threw away all precedents in order to support election rigging and fraud, many people think, it's because you are not in power, you are not the one that benefited. But they don't realize that it can happen to them. Yes, and by that time, Nigerians will be watching to see their reaction. Today, it happened to Peter Obi, a peaceful person who doesn't believe in violence, a gentleman. When it happens in the future, Nigerians will be watching to see how they will react. It is turn by turn Nigeria Limited. The precedent set by the courts in this election cycle is very dangerous. Anybody, any type of character, once you have money, you can become whoever in Nigeria. That's what the precedents they set mean. So you can imagine where we're going as a country. They are busy talking about appointments, moving central bank departments to Lagos and all that. One group from Katsina threatened Tinubu that they won't vote for him in 2027 if he allows the movement of airport equipment from Yaradua International Airport in Katsina to another airport in Nigeria. They should wake up from their slumber. Votes don't count. They will be busy voting on election day, and INEC will be busy manipulating figures. Before they know it, election results have been announced. And they will tell you, go to court if you have any complaints, that you will not win all the time, that you are too obstinate, that you must accept that you lost the election. They will tell you all sorts of things to make it feel that they won. But we all know that the system has been captured. This is why everyone should be saying it at the same time. Raising your voice when you know that there is injustice. Don't fold your hands and say, today I'm enjoying it, it's not my business. I will not criticize a system that I'm benefiting from, but they do not know that sooner or later the injustice will be knocking at their door. Hey, open this door, come on, we'll visit you now. That is how it works. All these one Nigeria, they are just using it as lip service. They do not believe in it. They believe it is their right to maintain power, that whoever they want, they will give power. But the president set this time around negates everything they think they believe in. All of a sudden, all of them are criticizing the federal government today. They didn't do that. They were all asleep during Buhari's administration. Why the hypocrisy? Is it today they are now realizing that something is wrong with the system because they feel threatened? There's a serious problem when people feel that the only way to bring development is when people work as civil servants. That's not how it's supposed to be. Government is supposed to provide the enabling environment so that the private sector can thrive and employ people and build industries everywhere. With all the massive land we have in Nigeria, people should be farming. Farmers should be millionaires in Nigeria. But the reverse is the case. They are not even shouting and attacking the government to make sure they solve the insecurity that is pervasive in the north. They are not doing all that so that their farmers and their people can go back to the farms and be making money. They're only interested in what institution of the government that is moved to another part of the country of the same Nigeria. Not as if they're moving it to another country entirely, but it's still in the same Nigeria. They are dragging and saying, no, it must be here.
And I think the president will reverse it. I'm confident of that. And if that does not happen, of course, this is democracy. We'll know what to do.
People issuing threats should get their priorities right. They should make demands based on the impact it will have on their people. The North has a massive population that are very poor. Why are they not demanding that the federal government do something that will lift many of these people out of poverty? Like politicians, they want a system that promotes patronage, where they are in charge and their people keep coming to them for favors. And they will be dishing out the favors. Do you want employment? I know this person. I'll put you here. I'll put you in social office. That's not how you bring development to your people. You bring development by creating jobs so that individuals can survive. Whatever you are doing, you must earn a living wage that can take you home. That's how to build a country. You don't build a country based on I know this person, I know that person. In fact, it promotes mediocrity because incompetent people find themselves in offices where they should not be based on merit. Because many of them got the employment because they knew so person, they knew this director, they knew this person. Yes. That's why in many government departments, you see incompetent people as directors, while the professors, people who know the job, professionals, are below them, answering them, sir, how can I do this? They are the bosses over people who are professionals. That's why the country is not growing. No country will grow when professionals are not in charge. If the government wants to employ someone to head the agriculture ministry to bring about the agricultural revolution in Nigeria, they must employ the best. You don't employ someone because, hey, this person is my brother, I will put him there, whether he's in agriculture or not. The Buhari experience should have taught Nigerians a lesson. He employed everyone from a particular section of the country. How did it pan out for Nigeria? Even security he couldn't solve in his home state, Katsina State. There's still banditry up to today. In neighboring Zamfara, the same thing. Around the country, everywhere, he left it the same way. It has become worse. So to people who think that in a multi-ethnic country like Nigeria, that only people from certain tribes, if the people are not your brothers of the same tribe, of the same religion, that you can never support them or put them in good offices where they will actually create an impact that will benefit everyone, it doesn't work that way. We are not ready to develop this country. Thanks for watching.